Welcome to the CODELIFE podcast with me, Carl Beach, and my great mate, Nathan Blackaby.
Hello.
He never leaves the seat up. He never leaves the seat up or wet towels upon the floor. The toothpaste has a lid on and he always shuts the door. She's very clean and tidy, though she may sometimes delude. Leave your things out at your peril. In a second, they'll have moved. He's a very active person, as are all his next of kin. Whereas she likes lazy days, he will still drag her to the gym. He romances her and dines her, home cooked dinners and the like. He even knows her favourite food and spoils her day and night. She's thoughtful when he looks at her and smiles upon his face. Will he look that good in 50 years when his dentures aren't in place? He says he loves her figure and her mental prowess too. But when gravity takes over, will she still charm with her IQ? She says she loves his kindness and his patience is a must. And of course she thinks he's handsome. She in her eyes is a plus. They're both not wholly perfect, but who are we to judge? He can be pig-headed, whereas she won't even budge. And all that's said and done, they love the time they spent together. And I'm sure you do, that this fine day will last forever. It's a classic wedding poem.
Nice.
He'll be more than just a husband. He'll also be a friend. She'll also be more than just his wife. She'll be his soulmate till the end. And that was an anonymous poem called "He Never Leaves the Seat Up." And I'm reading that because today, on this recording day, my friend,
Yes.
I'm celebrating 25 years of marriage.
Come on. That's amazing.
A quarter of a century. We've been together 29. Met her, Karen, at Emerson Park Evangelical Chapel, where I was told she only goes out with Christians, and I tried to fake a conversion. So I could ask her out, didn't work. So I thought she'd only go out with boys who met Jesus. So I definitely met him once. That was sort of it. Anyway, so there we are. Married on this day, 1994, and
1994.
and now I've got a 20-year-old and a nearly 19-year-old. Empty nested, dog's nearly dead, cat's nearly had it. And
Big change, isn't it?
Yeah. So we're empty nested, and basically, I think a lot of people struggle when it comes to the empty nesting thing. But we're like, let's go to Florida every day.
Yeah.
Since the dog's dead. Well, Flick, it's
Poor
getting
old
on.
Flick, yeah.
Oh, poor old dog, yeah. So we thought, didn't we, it'd be an interesting one to explore marriage. 25 years.
Yeah, we thought we'd have a free roaming conversation around marriage and reflect on it. I think we're probably done, are we? Call that it.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Good podcast,
So,
good energy.
Yeah. Well, it is a question, isn't it? With 2 out of 3 marriages failing.
Yeah.
Me and Karen went into the bank. I opened I'm self-employed, and opened a new business account.
Yeah.
And taking Karen's details. She said, "Oh, how long you been married?" And I said, "Been married 24 years at the time."
I'm still here. Yeah.
And she said, "Oh, that's a long time."
The cashier.
The person
At the bank.
the person.
Yeah.
And she was shocked. She's not coming across many people of my age. For the record, I'm 47. Who've been married 25 years, because most people are not making it that long.
I can tell you why that is.
Go for it.
A report published in early 2017 by the Social Trends Institute, a US think tank, found that Britain has the highest rate of family instability in the entire developed world.
Family instability.
Yeah. 3 out of 5 children born to unmarried parents experience family breakdown before they reach their teenage years.
Wow.
That's worse than in America, where the equivalent figure is just under half. It's worse than anywhere in Europe. In Belgium, for example, the figure is 1 in 6. In Spain, it's 1 in 16.
Wow.
Yeah. 3 out of 5 children born to unmarried parents. So family breakdown's a big thing, mate.
Yeah. So let's think. How long have you been married?
18 years.
Yeah, that's a long old time. So here's what I learned so far. No particular order.
Yeah. What are we getting in? Nuggets of wisdom.
Yeah. You change at different times in different ways, and you have to wait for each other.
Yeah.
Your personality is fluid. Interests change. Beliefs change. You know how you as a Christian couple even how you view and perceive the Bible.
Yeah.
Your views on church will change. Your views on how you handle things with the kids, if you have any, will change. Your career paths will change. Things that you used to find funny together, they won't find funny anymore. Things that you liked eating will change. Yeah, and you cannot base your relationship just on those things. You have to be patient with each other.
And do you think that's why people get into trouble in marriages?
Because they make it a contract, not a covenant. The contract's like, well, when we signed on the dotted line, when we signed the book, it was on the basis that I like the way you are now. And that's not working out now, so I'll have another one, thanks. But it's a covenant. It's till death do you part. You journey it out. So,
can I pick up on that point just quickly on covenants? It's quite an interesting thing because it's a different way of looking at a marriage foundation, and this comes out in one of the books we've got available, 7 Reasons Your Church Needs More Men, been produced by CVM and Engage. And interestingly, one of the contributors in this, Adrian Chatfield, he writes about a covenant language in marriage. And just to pick up what you were saying, he says a covenant is significant because it's a pledge, a promise, or a commitment. It's the sealing of that commitment, both sworn or with a letter. There's terms. There's an underlying conditions, but there's also the blessings and rewards or the intended outcomes of the covenant. And he looks at it like as a biblical covenant. There's loads. It's God's move towards people. And I just wanted to define covenant in case people are like, well, what does that mean in a marriage? Because it is significant that, and it is based on, I love how you are now, but it's actually, there's a deeper promise here. That allows for that flexibility and
patience is required. Wait for each other. Don't base your marriage on your kids. Base your marriage on each other. So, what do I mean by that? What I mean is, Karen and I have always made space every year to be together as a married couple. Get away for a couple of days. Even though we live many miles from our parents, we found a way to make that work from the earliest opportunity, because a lot of people struggle when their kids leave home because their whole marriage was defined by the fact they had children. A lot of marriages break up during pregnancy, actually, which we'll come on to in a moment, and when the kids leave. There's a big number of people divorcing in their 50s and 60s once the kids are left. You've got to put your marriage before your kids. Actually, you have to. That's what I believe. Not everyone does that.
Hard to do in practice, isn't it, with younger kids, because the whole sort of family is orientated around their
ideology. Make it and prioritise it. You know, or you will grow apart. Do not internalise conflict. Get it out there. I've met people who either, I mean, some people are volcanic and some people just like to simmer under the surface, but address the issues. Be secure enough to address the issues, because if you don't, you'll end up cohabiting in a space, but have no intimacy or connection. You'll just coexist.
And it's worth saying, if people are struggling with that one in particular, then organisations like Relate are amazing. Christian counselling for families. Very important.
Sacrifice. Husbands, love your wives like Christ loved the church. Now, Colossians 3.
Yeah, we opened it, didn't we, as we were starting to think about this one.
Now, Christ loved the church by laying his life down.
Yeah.
So I always say to fellas is, you know, be first to apologise or ask for forgiveness. Take the hit. Carry responsibility. Be the thorns on the stem of a rose. You know, be the ugly bit that does all the
protects the gentle bit.
And this is not talking about misogyny. This is talking about laying your life down. In fact, lay your lives down for each other. But I'm talking to the men here. Lay your life down for your missus.
Yeah, in a nurture that state of mind, doesn't it? That actually I'll put her first in everything I can.
Yeah,
and lift her up.
Cherished thing in your life.
And that's not some weird twist of chivalry, is it? It's not like, oh, I'll open the door for you. It's deeper than that.
Yeah, much deeper than that. Take a hit.
Yeah.
And don't lay it on her when you are. Don't go on about it. Just do it, and don't worry about getting acknowledged and stuff. Just do it.
You have to be quite selfless in a marriage, don't you? And especially parenting, because you're always putting the kids first.
Yeah. Next thing, love language is real. See, Karen's love language. Well, listen, my love language.
Cool.
Karen makes me a cup of tea.
Yeah.
I've done off that for a month. She acknowledges me. Hello, Cole. Right. Well, honestly, I'm made up.
Yeah.
Karen's love language. Renovate a whole house.
Yeah.
Totally unfair.
Yeah.
But it's the way it is.
Yeah.
Now, Karen's natural instinct is not to acknowledge me. Or make me a cup of tea. But she knows I love it. My natural instinct is to hate DIY.
Yeah.
But
you know,
I've
it's
been
important.
improving my house for 10 years.
It looks beautiful, mate.
Thank you, mate. I paid a few fellas.
Yeah.
But, you know,
They are real. Love languages are real.
Love languages.
And you can get it really badly wrong, actually. I think. You can misinterpret. And maybe not prioritise, because for in our dynamic, for Jen, it's quality time. Sitting, listening, and being present. And
phone down.
Yeah, phone down, phone off.
Phone
off. And that's a challenge, because often they're not the same communication or love language that you've got. Do you know what I mean? So it's not your default to do. For me, I don't necessarily want someone to sit and listen to me for a while. Like, that wouldn't be the way I understand love. It's like you. It's physical acts of demonstrating that love.
Let's talk about the realities of not always fancying each other. Now, you do get some people who say, always fancy my missus. Always. Always. You know, reality is there's a difference between loving someone and being in love. And there is.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, I am sitting here today, having just come out from a bit of breakfast with Karen on the 25th. I had what they call the pan in the Hunlow Arms.
Mate, sounds amazing.
Baked egg in a skillet with treacle.
Treacle.
Sun-dried tomatoes.
Mate.
Sourdough, but amazing. Washed down with an Americano. And we did a little chat, while we were there. And I said to her, I'm still in love with you. Like, today I'm in love with you. And she said, I'm in love with you too. Which is, relief. But can I hand on heart say every day of our 25 years I've been in love with my wife? I think Karen and I would say there'd be moments where we deeply frustrated each other, or we got a bit too out of shape, or we weren't sexually attracted to each other in seasons.
Yeah,
You've got to be honest about that.
Yeah, and you can really hurt each other as well.
Yes,
and that drives away attraction and desire.
You can, but it's a covenant and it's long term, and you can recover the ground. The reason I'm saying this is, it's very honest. You can recover the ground. I'm here today, 47, 25 years married, in love with my wife, and she's in love with me. Has it always been that way? There's been some tough times. I mean, we've chosen a tough journey, pioneering all these years. Been under a lot of pressure, been under financial pressure, all sorts of stuff, because that's the nature of being a pioneer. We've chosen a state of being in combat, really, for Christ.
It's frontline stuff,
and that has an effect. It can have an effect on your sex drive. It can have an effect on your stress levels. All of that. But it's a long term thing. You don't quit. So if you're sitting there thinking, I'm not in love with my wife today, you can get that back. that can come back, and God can bring that back.
Yeah, yeah.
Be committed to prayer.
Yeah. But you got to be honest about it.
Got to be honest. Got to be real.
You got to acknowledge that's the emotion at this moment. That's the feeling.
I think so.
And I want it to be different.
Yeah.
And
And
fight
don't
for
be
it.
afraid to get help or
No,
prayer.
no, that's right, mate. Yeah, that's
You
right.
need it. Be vulnerable.
Because we are advocates for Christian marriage, aren't we, mate? We really are. Like,
Yeah.
it's my desire, unashamedly, for each of my kids.
Mm.
You know, my girls, that they find a Christian bloke who loves them.
Yeah.
And for my son, finds a Christian woman who loves the Lord. And
Yeah. Yeah. And I prayed for and do pray for my girls since before they were born.
Yeah.
That they would find these things.
yeah.
Next tip.
Mm.
Have a row.
Yeah.
Got a row.
Mm.
It's all right.
Yeah, I think you're right. There are moments, though, I think, when
You've got to release the pressure.
you got to release the pressure, but I do think
I don't mean shouting and ranting.
no, but I think there is a knife edge there where we can be toxic sometimes, and actually, I think sometimes it's good to take that frustration to the Lord sometimes, and not to your wife. I think because you can row stuff out and it clears the air. It's like a
You've
thunderstorm.
got to clear the air.
You've got to clear the air, but sometimes I do think you can.
Yeah, but those are those things that are about you.
Yeah.
When it's about you before you have a row,
Yeah.
you've got to get your head straight.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got to look. Things
Exactly.
are going to escalate. You are going to have a row.
Yeah.
You've got to clear the air.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of it.
Yeah, it's a good
talk
tip,
it out.
it's a
I'm
good
not
tip.
talking about ranting and shouting.
No,
and
no,
screaming.
no.
I'm talking about have a disagreement.
Yeah.
Clear the air.
Yeah.
Sit down maturely about it.
Yeah.
Talk it through.
Because there
Not
is
stomping around.
Yeah.
If you're going to stomp around, then you got to walk. You got to get out of there.
because you can stomp around, can't you? If they said
Don't
something,
sulk.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, they said something that hurt you, and you sulk about it.
Yeah.
And often that conversation will come about by them saying, "Are you all right? Have I said something wrong?" I mean, that's a perfect opener, and it's actually I'm sulking because this upset me.
Yeah. Next tip. Sometimes you just need to remove yourself.
From the environment.
Yeah. Extraction. A hot extraction.
Yeah.
And it's just sensible.
Yeah.
Sometimes if your head's not right, your wife's head's not right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not talking about every night go and sit down in the pub. What I'm saying is go for a walk.
Yeah.
Get
Just
down to the gym.
take
smash some
yourself out
weights.
of the room. Yeah.
Yeah, just walk. Sometimes you just got to walk away.
I used to dwell at pools. If I've had a pressured day and I know I'm about to open the door and there's chaos, there's busyness, there's kids, there's all the,
Yeah.
I'd actually stand by the door and just take a few breaths
You got to
to compose my head and go in without all that luggage and
go into the
rubbish
hot zone.
that you put on.
It's like a hot landing zone.
It's a hot LZ. But you've got to dwell at pools. You've got to have a
Yeah,
moment
yeah,
of
that's
prayer.
it.
For me, it was
mate.
prayer. It was like, Lord, focus me head
You
here.
need your commute. That's
I
useful.
want to love my kids, go and love my wife,
Yeah.
Because we carry the day into the home, it don't help.
Yeah.
Always, not always, it don't help.
Mm.
I've got a tip. Be kind.
Mm.
Say kind things. Do kind things.
Mm.
Be gentle. Kind
Gentleness
in the
is
home.
a big one, isn't
Yeah.
it? My mind is gentle.
In the home.
It's good for a man to be gentle.
I think
Tender,
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah.
What I don't like, do you know what I don't like seeing is
Mm.
men who are emotionally controlling or dominating their wives,
Yeah.
or wives and husbands who are saying neggy things about each other to their friends.
Oh, he's always like that.
Oh, I hate it.
And
Speak
sometimes
with honour about each other.
when they're in the same room, talking to
Don't be
people.
dishonourable. You're
Yeah.
being dishonourable.
Yeah.
About your
Speak them
covenant.
up, love them up.
Yeah. You'll never hear me say a bad word about my wife.
No.
I mean, the mother-in-law, that's
But that's what it's about. It's honouring.
Yes.
Honour each other.
You won't hear me say a bad word, and certainly not run her down publicly. But I watch fellas do it.
Mm.
Don't do it.
Mm.
Do you know what it sounds to me when I watch a man publicly run his wife down
Mm.
or correct her publicly?
Mm.
just think, you silly little boy. You're acting like a little boy. Naughty little boy, that's what I think. It's just cruel and horrible.
Yeah.
Don't do it. It's so demeaning. And equally, of course, wives can do that to their husbands.
Yeah.
But speak with each other, speak of each other, and around each other with integrity and honour, and build each other up. Only say what is good and builds each other up.
There's loads there, mate, in there. Like, because it's almost like a jar that you need filling up. And often those compliments or those words of affirmation or those moments of kindness, they fill up that jar that needs filling up that day. But if you're starved of that, and I know a lot of blokes are, then you get a bit of attention from someone else, and it fills up that jar.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
That's right, mate.
And I think one of the aspects we've got to focus on as well for marriages is how we protect them. And I remember a guy said to me, he deliberately makes himself undesirable to other women. So like he'll say goofy things around them, or he won't be suave and smooth. Or
what me and Karen do is we have barriers. We don't put ourselves in compromising positions, situations. I don't act like a geeky goofy bloke.
No.
But I don't let. This is just my thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't let women get too close, and Karen doesn't get too close to blokes. That's just what I do.
So in like a private conversation with another woman, you'd be very guarded in that environment.
100%.
Let Karen know it's happening. And
I don't get drawn out into long, protracted online chats.
Yeah. Like WhatsApp chats or Messenger, like anything like that.
I mean, professional ones like around work and stuff, fine.
Yeah.
But
friendship building ones.
Yeah, I just don't.
It's
go
a doorway.
Or I'd involve Karen in the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm.
You got to guard against that stuff. That's a real.
Yeah, and it becomes instinct over time.
Yeah.
But I think, to be honest, I've got quite a grumpy demeanour, and that does help.
Well, yeah, maybe. But it's a real thing for marriages.
I talk about my wife a lot, and and someone actually got in touch with Karen recently.
I remember you saying about this, yeah.
Yeah, via my Facebook to say, we wrote this long letter to Karen about how
she'd never met her.
Karen was a role model. She'd never met her because of the way her husband speaks about her.
Yeah.
She said, what is this woman doing that her husband would speak about her like that? Which is quite interesting.
Yeah.
So but these are ways of sending positive signals out about your marriage and protecting your marriage. But you want a reputation for speaking well of your wife.
Yeah.
And if you're a fellow who's not been, you put it right today.
Yeah.
You can turn that around. You can make a decision to turn all that around.
And it is habit forming as well. It sounds a bit cold, but I think for some blokes, showing emotion towards their wife, or being aware of their love language and meeting the needs that their wife's got, it might be for a while a bit of a habit that you've got to form. Yeah. It might be as cold as that. Like, actually, I need to say words of affirmation, and these are the ones I'm going to say. And that sounds a bit prescriptive, but over time, that becomes an expression that's genuine. Yeah. I think it's important.
And sex.
He's gone there.
Well,
we don't talk about that, mate. We're Christians.
Yeah. Well, God invented sex, and He wants Christian couples to have great sex. And I think great sex is found in the constructs of a marriage. Yeah. That's what I believe. Yeah. And you will have great sex coming out of a committed, faithful marriage. And the Bible does say, don't deprive each other of sex. Yeah.
So if you're not getting it,
you got to talk about it.
You got to talk about it. Why is it not happening? Yeah. Where's the blockage?
Because you will end up potentially wandering. Yeah.
Well, even to porn, isn't it? That's probably the first place fellas go.
It is, yeah. And that is the intimacy killer, right? Yeah. I mean, that is the killer. Porn is the ultimate killer of great sex. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, we could go on a lot about this subject, but maybe we ought to take a whole podcast.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that.
But if it's not going as it should be, you sit down and talk about it. I think in a marriage there shouldn't be things you can't talk about.
Yeah, and that's an interesting.
One flesh.
Yeah, and that's an interesting moment to sit down and say, what do you enjoy about sex, or what do you want it to be like? Yeah, and that's quite a weird conversation to have.
Yeah.
But some couples will be doing that all the time. But for others, it'll be weird.
Yeah, that's right.
Be like, we don't talk about it, we just
yeah,
do it.
and Christians can be quite bound up on this stuff.
Yeah.
And others less so.
Yeah.
But as a pastor for many years, it has been at the root of a lot of issues for fellas.
Yeah.
I mean, I've come across Christian couples where interest has gone completely once the kids have been born.
Yeah.
And it's fair to say, I said I was going to talk about this, but a massive point of vulnerability for men is when their wives are pregnant or in the early stages of a baby's life, post delivery, because the mum's body's undergone significant trauma.
Yep.
The baby's demanding his attention.
Yeah.
You are not, fellas, going to be getting loads of sex.
For a year or more. Minimum.
Deal with it.
Before and after.
Yeah, lay your life down. Man up, deal with it.
That's a reality.
Yeah, it's a reality. Deal with it. It's as it is.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Deal with it. You are not going to be having a massively active sex life.
Yeah.
In a latter stages of pregnancy and post-birth. Fact.
Yeah. But I think if guys know that, you prepare for it.
Yeah.
So you keep your heart straight.
That's it.
Don't you?
Yeah.
And moments of temptation that come in don't push you off the track,
Yeah. You are going to get tempted. Kill it.
Oh yeah.
You kill it fast.
Yeah.
There's always an exit door.
It's a tough time. So we've got 3 kids, and it was a tough time on Jen, like on her body physically, for months afterwards. Breastfeeding, recovering.
Yeah.
She doesn't feel like her body's her own. Do you know what I mean? She's like a machine. So it's tough on them. Really tough.
Well, and you're just exhausted, aren't you?
Yeah. Screaming baby's not really conducive for a romantic environment, is it, mate?
On that note, do you know what we discovered? And this bit of advice is going to change someone's life.
Go on.
We discovered that if we put on a hairdryer next to a screaming baby, go right off to sleep. Less than a minute.
Really?
Yeah. Baby goes,
just white noise.
Don't.
Mate,
a
what a
Hoover
top tip.
or a hairdryer. I was actually going to invent a sleep machine, which has basically got a hairdryer engine in it, and it'll all be like pink and look good.
Yeah.
You press the button, done, the baby's gone. All these parents like putting their kids in a car, driving down the street. No. Hairdryer on the floor, bang it on, setting 3.
Cold or hot setting?
Cold setting.
Cold setting.
Save it, lucky Bill.
Yeah.
Dunk.
Turn it off, go to sleep.
Dyson.
Really?
Dunk.
There are other brands of hairdryer.
No, it's a Dyson upright.
That's a Hoover then?
Yeah.
You're saying hairdryer?
Hairdryer or a Hoover.
Oh, okay, alright.
No, it's not a Hoover, that's a vacuum cleaner.
Henry Hoover, wake the whole house up.
I love my Henry.
That's the best Hoover you can buy.
It is. We got Henry.
Don't be fooled by these bagless Dysons. I'm not
want to go for a Henry.
£99.
Little eyes on it.
Little bag. If you look at industry cleaners, what do they use?
They all use a Henry.
They don't touch Dyson.
No, and I've got a dog, German Shepherd dog.
I've got a dog.
Sorts it out.
Picks the dog hairs up.
Picks the dog hairs up. And a dog. I've had no problems with my Henry.
You won't.
Had it years.
You won't have any problems.
Yeah. Proper job. You bang it about.
Oh, it takes a beating.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I walk past and just kick it because I can.
Henry, get back.
Get back in your box.
Shut your mouth, Henry.
Oh dear. Anyway, there you go. 25 years.
Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you, mate. I'm going to get a curry in tonight because we're a bit busy at the moment.
Yeah.
So just get a curry. And my old mate Arthur White from Tough Talk, he sent me a bottle of English champagne.
Oh, lovely.
So,
lovely.
I'll be enjoying that tonight. I'll send him a little photo.
Good old Arthur. And we didn't say, but spiritually, any tips to keep the spiritual temperature high between you as a couple?
You've got to wait for each other on that too, haven't you? But you pray for each other.
Pray together.
Make church a priority together.
Yeah.
Jesus front and centre.
That, mate, just talk Jesus, isn't it?
There have been times, my faith has waned, times Karen's faith has waned, but we've always kept Christ at the centre of it.
That's
And
it,
for our
mate.
kids, and they both love the Lord. My
Yeah,
kids.
praise the Lord. Mate.
Yeah, because we put him first then.
Mm.
Nice.
Great. Thanks for joining us.